y'all. Welcome to the 1 Minute. Today's Bible reading is the book of Hosea, the minor prophet. Now remember, when you hear minor prophet, that don't mean minor in its importance. It means minor as far as the size of the book. We're fixing to hit a series of almost a book a day, maybe a little more, but they're just small books in the Bible, so they're called minor prophets. But let me say, the truth that they trumpet is everything but minor. Some of the most rich stuff in all of the Bible is from these minor prophets. I'm looking forward to clipping off each one with you because I dare say that it's the minor prophet section that some people can tend to stray from. They can tend to, when I say stray from, they either zoom through reading it or they don't read it at all. You don't hear a lot of pulpit time from it, and I'll even dare say that when you do, that oftentimes it's not rightly divided. And so we want to rightly divide it, and I want you to get acquainted with the minor prophets of the Bible. And our Devo is going to be so helpful for you about that. That's always been my heart. I remember when I gave myself to make a change in my life and become more familiar with this Bible. What went on in my mind that needed the most familiarity was me and the minor boys right here. I needed that too, because I also would just, it was so small, it was confusing. So I just, okay, flip a few pages and go on, right? You're gonna find some good stuff. In fact, today's Bible reading is Hosea 1 through 6. We'll finish Hosea tomorrow, but listen, big words. I dare say that you will enjoy today's Devo as good as any that you have read this year. I would say that via practical application, which is crazy because this is a historical and prophetical book, but I would say that via practical application, you'll get as much from today's Devo as anything, again, that you've read so far. Now we're not comparing them, because every day it's different truth, different ways looking at it, etc. But I'm just saying, don't skip on this, and it's perfect because it's going to give you a highlight, a kind of a forecast of things to come, of how we're going to break down these minor books for you, so you can get all that you can from it in the overview, and then hop in the book in the short reading and get that, and you're going to be enriched and I pray engaged by the truth that yes, you can get from even the minor prophets. onebaptist.org/devotional. Go there to get it. Now, that Christ revealed section that we say that we put at the very bottom of the Devo every day, we at least put one way that you can see Jesus in the Old Testament. One of the things about the book of Hosea is that God has Hosea, for illustration purposes, he has Hosea marry a woman that he knows is not going to be faithful to him and is going to break his heart. And that man whose heart is broke and is experiencing what the heartbreak of unfaithfulness does to a person, he can already feel the message that he's going to preach to, at that time, God's people Israel, but practical application, it fits you and I as well, of how so often we can be his but still look for another. I don't blush when I tell you that the Lord compares this bunch, and you'll see the word over and again. He says, you've been whoring around. You know what whoring around is, right? It's when what you've got's just not good enough. You got to go see if there's something better. Do know this: what you'll see illustrated through Hosea is that no matter what that wife would do, Hosea wouldn't stop loving her. And that is no excuse for you and I to sin. In fact, to the contrary, when we realize how awesome of a love that God has towards us, it should make us want to be faithful.